What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel KingsTCG, and today I'm coming at you with a brand new Mathmech deck profile. And this deck is absolutely insane. So good, so strong, so competitive. This deck is just amazing. I've uploaded a Mathmech deck profile a while ago, but when Mathmech Circular came out in the Power of the Elements booster set, it just raised the bar for this deck, for this archetype. Just absolutely insane. Mathmech Circular is basically a one card combo which can bring you your entire end board you want. So absolutely amazing. Normally I don't play decks for a really long time because I like to change my deck in a few months. Just play with the deck, go to some tournaments, play with it, have some fun, and then build a new deck. And that also was my plan with Mathmech, but then Mathmech Circular came out and I just had to continue playing it because the deck really changed. That's why I'm also making a new deck profile of it, because it's different than the one I've posted before. So I'm just gonna show you guys the deck. I'm gonna show you a combo with Circular at the end, so stay tuned for that. Before I start with this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button if you want to stay tuned for more videos like this. And also check out my Instagram page, KingsTCG Loba Yu-Gi-Oh! Link is in the description down below. So I'm just so excited to show this deck to you guys. First off, we start, of course, with 3 copies of Mathmech Circular. It's just basically a one card combo which search you a spell or trap directly from the deck. It sends 1 card to the grave, special summon itself. Just with this card the whole combo begins and you can get the end what you want. I will show that combo, that specific combo with Circular, at the end of the video. But you have to play this card 3 times. They played 3 copies of Mathmech Diameter. Really nice card, because if you normal summon, you can special summon 1 Mathmech from the grave. Absolutely insane. Then we play 3 copies of Mathmech Edition. And we play 3 copies of Mathmech Subtraction. Addition and Subtraction just basically does the same. You target 1 monster on the field. Subtraction subtracts 1000 attack points. Addition gives 1000 attack points, and you just special summon it. So pretty easy, pretty simple, but really effective. We play 2 copies of Mathmech Sigma. That's the card you want to send to the grave with Circular. We play 2 copies of Mathmech Nebula. It's absolutely insane with the combo with Sigma. And we run off with a single copy of Mathmech Multiplication. Just Nebula and Multiplication, I always use them in one combo because you want to make final Sigma out of it. Multiplication gives a monster in the extra monster zone double attack boost, and Nebula lets it attack twice on monsters. So these cards are so insane good for OTK plays, and that wins me a lot of duels with this deck. So absolutely amazing. So that was it for all the Mathmech monsters. Now we move on to another important thing of this deck, the hand traps. I played 3 copies of Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom is, in my opinion, the best genetic hand trap in the game. Just really good against all type of decks. 3 copies of Effect Failure. Works pretty well in my opinion. And then this card, I really put it in my deck because of the new meta. 3 copies of DD Crow, and at my last local it won me the match against Elements, because DD Crow is so insanely strong and powerful against Elements, and You're gonna see a lot of tournament players at your tournaments nowadays, so DD Crow is just so absolutely amazing for that. That's why I just decided to main deck 3 DD Crows, and you won't regret it. It really helps you out. So that was it for the hand traps. We played 9 hand traps. We have also impermanence in the deck, so that's basically 12 hand traps. And it's amazing that this deck gives you the space to do so, because hand traps are just really important. I've also played decks where there was just no space for any hand traps, but then you can see how easy your opponent can combo through. To run off with the monsters, we played 2 copies of Parallel Exceed. Just works really well because we have a high amount of link monsters. Just absolutely amazing in this deck. Then for the spells, we play 2 copies of Cyanide Mining. This is basically the searcher for Circular. Then we play 2 copies of Pot of Desires. And Pot of Desires is absolutely really powerful when you just have Circular in your hand, or you just add Circular to your hand with Cyanide Mining. Then you just combo off, and then when you end your turn, you can activate Pot of Desires and then just draw 2 extra cards, and hopefully those cards are at least 1 hand trap, so you can have more hand traps in your hand when your opponent starts the turn. So that's basically why I play 2 copies of Desires. We play 1 copy of Called by the Grave. And to end off with the spells, we have 1 Mathmech Equation. It's just basically a monster reborn for the Mathmech archetypes with a 1000 attack point boost for your monster, which you bring back from the grave. And this can really help you out in if you have 1 missing piece for a combo, or you just need 1 more body on the field for an Xyz, Link, whatever. So Mathmech Equation is really good for that. So that was it for the spells. Now we run off with our trap cards. And Mathmech Super Factorial is, in my opinion, one of the best traps in the entire Yu-Gi-Oh game. It's absolutely amazing. It lets you Xyz summon or Synchro summon on your opponent's turn. And in combination with the monsters you can make in this particular extra deck, it's just absolutely insane. It's so nice, and it's really easy searchable with cards like Mathmech Circular and also with Mathmech Edition. So you will always have this card when you end your turn. Really, really strong card. Then, as I told you, 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence. I don't need really much explanation for that. Everyone knows what Impermanence does, and it's just an amazing card. And to run off for the main deck, 40 card main deck, we have Summon Limit. And Summon Limit is just an insanely good card, a really sneaky card, because when you end your turn, set Summon Limit and then activate it. It says neither player can summon more than 2 times per turn. And why this works so well in this deck is because you can get your negates. I will show that all in the combo, but you will have negates on the field, you will have Super Factorial on the field. When you have Summon Limit in your hand and set it, your opponent will just only summon 2 times. And in 2 summons in the current meta game, it's pretty hard to get something good of it. But you don't hurt yourself that much, because I always search, when I have the opportunity, I always search my Nebula to start off with the next turn. And then when I summon Nebula, I will have the opportunity to go into my Sigma place when I wait for the next turn, or I will activate Super Factorial. And that's the main reason why I can't play Summon Limit. Nebula is just, for Nebula you need another turn, you need 2 turns, but you will always have your Super Factorial set. And when you activate Super Factorial will let you summon 3 Mathmechs as one summon. Because this card says neither player can summon more than 2 times per turn. But Super Factorial let you bring back 3 monsters in one special summon. Understand? So it's not that it summons 3 times, it's one special summon where you summon 3 monsters. And it counts as one special summon. So the combination of Summon Limit and Super Factorial works insanely well in this deck. So that was it for the main deck. As I told you, 40 cards main deck. If you watch my latest Mathmech deck profile, you will have seen all the changes that this deck made. So now we are going on to the extra deck. And of course, we start with Mathmech Final Sigma. I've seen a lot of people playing Mathmech after Power of the Elements with Circular without playing Sigma in the extra deck. And I just can't imagine why you would ever do that, because Final Sigma is just an additional win condition of the deck. It's an amazing OTK in combination with Nebula and Multiplication. It's unaffected in the extra monster zone, and you will always bring out Final Sigma in your extra monster zone. And it's easy to make your extra monster zone free because of Nebula can tribute 1 monster out of the extra monster zone. So you will always put this one in your extra monster zone. It will have double attack because of Multiplication. It can attack twice on monsters. It's unaffected for everything. It gives double battle damage as well. So it's just, this card wins so much games for me. It's absolutely an amazing win condition, and I cannot imagine why people won't play this in the extra deck. So in my opinion, you really have to use Final Sigma, because it's absolutely the best card from the extra deck of the Mathmech monsters. Then for the links, we play 1 Disciple, 1 Devotee, 1 Cybers Wicked. We have IP Masquerena. Masquerena is just insanely good. Lingeribo for the traps. We have Splash Mage, Transcode Talker, Update Jammer, and Access Code Talker. These cards are just basically one combo, because you always go into Splash Mage, Transcode, Update Jammer, bring those cards back, make Access Code, and with Update Jammer you can attack twice with Access Code, so that's double 5300, 5300 beat stick. So another OTK strategy of the deck. And because, as you see, we play a lot of link monsters, so you will have a lot of pops on the field with Access Code. It's just absolutely incredible. And to end off with the link monsters, we play Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess. And this is also a new card that I've played, but one of the things where I struggled with my last Mathmech deck were the negates. But now if I have Cybers Wicked and Masquerena, the first thing I will do is quick effect, make Appaloosa, Lingeribo will lay on the field, and I have multiple negates, which really helps me bottom my opponent. So absolutely recommend you guys playing Appaloosa. That was it for the links. Then we move on to the Xyz monsters. We played 2 copies of Mathmech Laplacian and 2 copies of Alan Burchin. You always make Laplacian out of the trap, out of Mathmech Super Factorial, because you summon 3 Mathmechs, make Laplacian, and this card is so insane because It can target up to 3 monsters. It can target up to. No, let me say it correctly. You can detach up to 3 materials, and for each material you can place 1 card from the hand to the grave, destroy 1 spell or trap, and destroy 1 monster. So if you detach 1, you can choose. Let me just read it perfectly. You can detach up to 3 materials, then choose that many effects, and you resolve them listed in order. You can send 1 random card from your opponent's hand to the grave, send 1 monster from your opponent, who your opponent controls, to the grave, and send 1 spell / trap your opponent controls to the grave. And you always want to let your opponent combo and make sure that he has 1 trap set and 1 monster on the field, or he will just go into his battle phase without any cards set. But if you see that he has almost completed his ambot, you go into Super Factorial and then summon Laplacian, and you can activate the effect immediately, because these effects are activated when this card is Xyz summoned. When you Xyz summon on your opponent's turn, you will immediately activate these effects. Detach 3, and then you have 3 pops. You have 1 from the hand, 1 from the back row, 1 on the field. So that will really disturb your opponent, and it's just absolutely an amazing card. Really, really powerful. And when you make it with Diameter, Laplacian also gets an Omni Negate for the whole turn. That's absolutely sick. Even more negates, more pops, absolutely crazy. And to end off, we have Prime Mathmech Alan. If you know the archetype, it's just an amazing card. I will show it also in the combo. So guys, that was it for the deck profile. Really strong deck, really powerful deck. The nice thing about this deck is that it can OTK. It has many ways to OTK. You can OTK with Final Sigma. You can OTK with Access Code Talker in combination with Update Jammer. It has a lot of hand traps, which can disturb your opponent from their place, just ruin their day. It has negates with Appaloosa, with Lingeribo, with the trap in combination with Laplacian. So what I want to say is this deck is really, really complete. And especially with the 1 card combo, which I will show you guys right now. First, let me grab the cards, so it will be a lot more easier to show you guys the combo. It will be a bit quicker. Alright, get my Super Factorial. These cards. Yep. Alright, so if you have Circular in your hand, right? So this is the 1 card combo. If you have Circular in your hand, activate the effect of Mathmech Circular. You activate this effect, send Sigma to the grave. And because it's cost, hand traps like Ash just won't work. Sigma will always go to the grave. If you do that, you can special summon Circular. Then we special summon Sigma back because we don't have a monster in the extra monster zone. If that happens, if a monster is special summoned, you can activate the effect of Circular, add a trap or spell directly from deck to hand. So then that's the moment where you act your Super Factorial. Then we are going into Xyz and we make Alan Burchian. Then we activate Alan Burchian's effect, detach 2, add 1 Mathmech card from deck to hand, and then we add Diameter. Then, because we didn't normal summon, we normal summon Diameter, special summon to the field, Circular. Because when Diameter is normal summoned, you can special summon 1 Mathmech from the grave. And normally Sigma will leave the field or will be banished when it leaves the field. But when you detach it out of an Xyz, it won't leave the field. It's detached, so it will still go to the grave, which will help you with your super factorial plays. So, as I said, normal summon diameter, special summon circular. Then we link circular away for disciple. We link diameter away for devotee. And then you are on a point that you can do two things. You can, if you really have a bad hand and you want to have a specific card back into your deck, you can activate Disciple to tribute devotee, draw one, discard one. I mean draw one and shuffle one card back into the deck. But what I always want to do is activate the effect of Alan Burchian, tribute devotee to special summon one Mathmech from the grave. That's diameter. When devotee is summoned, tributed, you can special summon 2 tokens. And the fact that you use or start this effect with Alan Burchian will give you an additional body on the field, and that will help with making an extra lingerable, which can come in really handy. So after this, we are going to make Disciple token. We're going to Wicked. Then with the token, we make Lingerebo. When a monster is summoned in the zone of Wicked, special summon its effect. Banish one card, let's say Devotee, and then add a tuner from deck to hand. Normally I always use Nebula, so I can go into my next play, in my next turn I can make Sigma and try to OTK. So I add Nebula to the hand. With these 2 cards, I make Masquerena. And then I set my super factorial. And that's just with 1 card. Imagine all this. This is my perfect end board, and it all is with 1 card. And we have follow-up plays, we have Nebula in hand, we have 4 more cards or 5 more cards in hand, which always will be some hand traps. When my opponent starts and he activates his first effect, I chain Masquerena, go into my Appaloosa, which gives me 2 negates. So now I have 2 negates on the field. I have 3 negates on the field with Lingerebo. I can activate Super Factorial, summon 1, 2, 3 Mathmech monsters, and immediately overlay them in Laplacian, and also immediately detach 3, pop 1 in hand, 1 in the back row, 1 on the field, and because it was made with diameter, it has an Omni negate, so that's 4 negates in total, 3 pops. So in most of the cases your opponent won't be able to play through that, especially not when you have your hand traps in hand. And then after that, it's your turn again, because this combo with Laplacian and Appaloosa is all in your opponent's turn, right? So in turn 2, normal summon Nebula, tribute Appaloosa, go into your multiplication, activate his effects to become level 8, make Sigma, let's get it, make Sigma, and Sigma will now have, because of the effects of Nebula and multiplication, 6000 attack, can attack twice on monsters, double battle damage, unaffected. So it's just so extremely powerful, so good. And if you prefer to go into your access code plays because you need more pops, it's also possible. So that was it for the combo. All start with just 1 card, and that's just insane. 1 card combos are so extremely strong, and all this is just possible with only circular in your hand. So guys, that was it for the deck profile. Let me know in the comments what you think about this deck. Do you have any suggestions, like I would put like another card in this deck, or there are also people who play Salamangreat Almirage instead of Final Sigma, but it's just, or you choose for an insanely powerful OTK play, or just for Almirage, so that's when you break, you don't break a lot, but of course every deck will break now and then. Then you can combo a little bit more further off with Almirage, but just let me know in the comments what you think about this deck profile. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button if you want to stay tuned for more videos like this. Check out my Instagram page, KingsTCG, Loba Yu-Gi-Oh! Link is in the description down below. So guys, thank you all for watching. For everyone who want to try the Mathmech deck profile, or want to try the Mathmech deck out, I'm just gonna say it's an amazingly strong competitive archetype. Really fun to play, it's not too difficult to understand. So just give it a try. For now, thank you all for watching. Really enjoyed this, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Join the gang.